light on the matter. Good evening everybody, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please smash that like button, please do subscribe. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great day, and remember, it's okay not to be okay. You know, people aren't happy all the time and we all go through crises. So it's okay not to be okay. I'm not always okay. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 5:32 p.m.
I mean, when I'm not okay, I don't put other people down, you know. I have a journal which I've been writing in since this morning. I had to catch up from 2 days writing, so I've spent most of today writing. I also have a poetry site, it's allpoetry.com. It's an American site and I've got a hell of a lot of poems on there, and I'm just venting out frustration in a positive manner. So I'm writing poems, I'm writing my thoughts down in a journal, and I'm ignoring, you know, little things that used to annoy me and make me angry. Just smile at them. Smile, and they go all miserable and grumpy themselves. Because when somebody doesn't like you, when someone has a grudge against you, when someone is jealous of you, they want to put you down. They want to make you feel horrible so that you make them feel better. So when you smile and you're happy, they don't like it. So they end up being miserable and unhappy when their shit doesn't work on you, you see. Now there's days when I go outside and I feel like a load of crap, and I do react to it. I do get upset. Little tiny things that wouldn't normally worry me piss me off, like when you don't feel well and you just want to go outside and just get out and get back. But it's not worth it. And I am being myself. Myself is a quiet, reserved person. I'm talking to a camera. There's nobody in my flat. There's nobody here. I'm not showing off to anybody. I'm talking to a camera. My natural self, off camera, is reserved and quiet. I don't crave attention. I don't want attention. I'm quite happy to blend in with the crowd, right? So if someone is rude to me in a shop, that's their prerogative. If someone ignores me, that's their prerogative. If someone wants to say nasty things about me, that's their prerogative. Whether I believe what they're saying is a different story. So if you want to call me names and you think that helps vent your frustration on your sad, sorry life, then go ahead and call me names. But I'm not going to be nasty back to you, because I'm not going to drag myself down to your level. And if you have to bitch and say nasty things to get a reaction, then you're the lowest of the low. That's all I can say. You're not worth speaking to anyway, and I'm not missing out on anything, am I? No. Now, I've been called a lot of things in my time, and I'm sure a lot of people have been called things in their time. And when we have arguments, we say things that we don't mean. They can be very hurtful. But in the heat of the moment, we say things and we can really hurt somebody and we don't mean it and we regret it afterwards, right? That's different. What I've got is an insanely jealous individual that, you know, is not getting a reaction like I used to give them. and it's eating up at them and it's making them angry. So they spread more vile words at me. They throw more vile shit at me, which I don't deserve. On one of my dating sites I've got 2 photographs, and in those 2 photographs they're of me from the shoulders up. So there's no pictures of cleavage, there's no pictures of bare legs. So out of the blue, someone texts me and says, by the look of your profile, you look like a tart. A tart? Alexa, can you define the word tart?
As an adjective, tart is usually defined as sharp to the taste, sour or acid. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for tart.
Alexa, give me more definitions for tart.
I have 2 more definitions for tart. As an adjective, 1. Sharp in character, spirit, or expression. Cutting, biting. 2. A small pie filled with cooked fruit or other sweetened preparation, usually having no top crust.
Now, Princess Diana was called the Queen of Hearts. Some nasty person called Princess Diana the Queen of Tarts, right? A tart is well, there's another meaning for it. Alexa, what is the definition of a woman called a tart?
As a noun, woman can have a few meanings.
Alexa, what is a female tart?
From petfinder.com. Tart is a tortoiseshell female domestic short-hair mix.
Oh, well, there's a lot of differentiations of the word tart. But this guy means that I'm, a tart, like flashing my bits and pieces, right? I'm not flashing any bits and pieces at all. As I've told you, this guy, or a female, it could be anybody, has this impression of me that I go around spreading myself about. I have not had a relationship since 2016. I have not gone out with anybody since 2016. I have not had a date since 2016. I have not even had, the only person that came up to me and had the audacity to was this drunken man called Charlie. And he had to take, didn't he? He had to take what wasn't his. So no, I'm not a tart. But if you want to call me a tart, that's your prerogative. But because you never see who this person is, it could be anybody, and why worry? Because they're invisible and they're fake. Oh, I'm fake. Well, I pinch myself, I'm real. Ouch! You're fake. You're fake because you don't exist. So that's why I don't take any notice of what you're saying. You are calling me what you are. That's what you're doing. And I wish you luck with that, because I'm just going to smile and it's all going to backfire on you, because karma will come around, like I said before, to so many people that have been cruel and nasty to me. I don't worry anymore. See me smiling. So today I have been cleaning up. I have found a whole load of clothes that I wore last year that I'm going to iron and wash. And I'm tidying up my flat, finally. By myself. So I wore this last year, this summery like jumpsuit, right? Nice, cool for the summer weather, right? This It's amazing what you find when you try and clear up stuff. And these, another pair. So these are nice and cool. They're not thick trousers, are they? I wore these a lot last year too. Would you call that tart trousers? Would you call those tart trousers? I guess I've pissed somebody off, but I can't do much about that, I'm afraid. I get pissed off myself and I don't go around crying about it. And I certainly don't go around texting people a load of shite because I'm in a bad mood. And that's what it was, a load of shit. And as for anybody else, right, I'm not talking about them because they're irrelevant. If you're going to be nasty to me and bitch, fuck off. Simple, fuck off. Do you see how they all get angry and start throwing nasty words because they're not getting their own way? No, well, why don't they go outside and act the twat? Why don't they go outside and shout and scream and act like a lunatic? Because I don't fucking want to. Anyway, guys, let's see if we've got anything on the radio. Alexa, LBC radio.
RBC London from Global Player.
Whoever it is getting angry, guys.
Martin, bearing in mind the police are investigating, your thoughts?
Everybody is innocent until proven guilty, but I would like to suggest that the way the Conservative Party has been run over the last few years, they've obviously employed a lot of people who,
so I'm going to take the stress out on this balloon.
Well, to be fair, the Conservative Party don't employ the protection team. That is not one of the things that's under their control. That's done by the police. Martin, I appreciate the call. Thank you. Malcolm's in Bodmin, Mal. Hello, mate.
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. You okay, boy?
Well, it's alarming, isn't it? Like every day, Tom, is an alarming day now because that news there, the Coastal Protection Officer, he's a policeman, Tom. First and foremost, he is a policeman.
We don't know whether it's a she. We don't know whether it's a she.
Well, he or she. They're a police officer, and they're being accused of using inside information for personal profit. I mean, the police, for goodness sake, Tom. Look, Tom, for me, you go back to David Cameron. He didn't do as well as Blair or Brown. I think that's now agreed, right? But you wouldn't have expected May to make things worse. But she did, Tom. And then they got worse with Boris. And then they got even worse with Trump. And now, Tom, they're getting much, much worse under Richie Sunak. And Tom, I think that they literally will win less than 100 seats, Tom. Because when you think about it, Tom, if you look at these things, they don't link absolutely, but 100 seats is what, 15%-ish of the vote, and that's not going to be far off what they're polling, Tom, at the end of the day.
Well, let's see. Let's see. But I think Malcolm, I think Rishi Sunak, I think objectively, is a better Prime Minister than Liz Truss was or Boris Johnson was. In the sense of governing and being across the detail and setting a direction and following things through, I think he's a better Prime Minister than either of Liz Truss or Boris Johnson.
Tom, look, I'm fairly fastidious. I'm a bit nerdy. I get a grip on certain things, and nobody knows more about them than me. Right. But I would never ever describe ourselves, Tom, as Prime Minister material, and I think Rishi Sunak is in that bracket. He's got a few little areas of his life where he is pretty bright. I wouldn't say he's the best, but he's pretty bright. But they are not the areas that you need, Tom, to run a country. Those things he definitely has not got on. Speak to people in his own party. They all say he's nerdy, yeah, but a leader, a politician, all of the things that you need to be
What do you make of Jeremy Hunt suggesting that the Tory record is superb since 2010?
I think the biggest mistake that Sunak ever made was to make Jeremy Hunt his chancellor, because Hunt has helped to drag Sunak down from, because his reputation was absolutely awful before he ran the health service for 6 or 7 years out of the Tories 14. But half of the time in power, John, the health service, which is on its face on its knees, was run by Mr. Jeremy Hunt, who is now running the economy.
All right. Malcolm, I appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. I get this from Stephanie. Tom, why is it delusional for Rishi Sunak to call people like Theo Paphitis rich? He doesn't lose that right just because he's wealthy too. What a ridiculous comment. It's perfectly fair for Sunak to comment on the fact that Labour's imminent tax rises won't affect Paphitis. Is that fair? Actually, of course, in just a moment, 5:46 headlines, Amelia Cox.
Rishi Sunak has told LBC the only poll that matters is the one on the 4th of July and believes the Conservatives can win. The jury has failed to reach a verdict in the trial of Constance Martin and Mark Gordon over the death of their newborn baby. And inflation has fallen to the Bank of England's target of 2%, its lowest level in almost 3 years. LBC weather: rain in the far north, clearing to the east tonight, dry and mostly clear elsewhere, a low of 5 degrees.
LBC Travel, I'm Dave Goff. There are long delays on the M25 anti-clockwise from junction 9 for Leatherhead round to junction 6 for Godstone because of the roadworks and after a van broke down earlier. On the M25 anti-clockwise, there are also delays from junction 3 for the M20 to junction 2 for the A2 after a van broke down earlier. It is very slow on the M1 northbound from junction 8 for Hemel Hempstead to junction 10 for Luton Airport because of the roadworks. On the trains, there are severe delays on the Elizabeth line from Paddington to Heathrow and Reading because of a fault on the track. Great Northern and Thameslink have delays and cancellations, but in Hitchin and Cambridge, a train has broken down. On the tube, there are minor delays on the Victoria line after a fire alert earlier, and there are minor delays on the Piccadilly line from Acton Town to Heathrow and Uxbridge because of cancellations.
Coming up at 6 on LBC Tonight with Andrew Marr.
3 hideous polls for the Tories after a grim voting experience for the Prime Minister on LBC. What now for the Conservatives?
Tonight with Andrew Marr on LBC.
Why am I leaving?